And now the trailer. Yo, all right. So First of all, summer 2023. They announced the date, summer 2023, and that is a little bit further out than I thought. I'm not gonna lie, Vinny. That is a little further out.
6 months, 6 to 8 months later than what you
thought? Yeah, because I thought it was going to be around December. So this is going to be literally 1 year from now. So that pushes back my timetable a lot. Like, because now I'm thinking remake doesn't come out until, if anything, summer 2024. You know what I mean? Yeah, like that pushes it back just a little bit further. But all right, so let's go. In a world ruled by tyranny and turmoil, there are those who would fight back to take control of their fate. Oh, I guess we'll turn it up a little bit.
It wears away at our very being.
Okay, so we've already seen some of the summons, right? They even kind of announce them at the end of the trailer, so we won't need to go through them all right now. But there you go, Ifrit right there.
That its immaculate aspect
Bahamut
might reveal itself. The icon.
There's going to be another war, isn't there?
All right. For a second, though, I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I thought he was turning around facing the moon, and then, like, his head was backward. I was like, what is this weirdness?
Every day we delay brings us closer to this.
Look at this fight right here.
Okay.
Imperial Lancer.
So the first thing I'm noticing a lot, right? I guess, yeah, you can see my mouse. All right, so you have the 2 health bars, and this happens even for summons. Like, we see a summon versus summon fight where their health bars are at the top. And then over here, you pointed out, Vinny, that you think this is being able to switch between the powers of the icon?
It says L2 right there to switch to it looks like Shiva. So you'll see it when I pointed out. He starts off at Shiva and then like mid combo switches to Phoenix and does something different. But I think this like health bar to health bar thing leads me to believe even more that like this is gonna be like you're playing as one person, you're not gonna have a party.
For sure, yeah. I had nowhere in this trailer showed me anything about being able to switch party members or anything like that. This definitely feels like a solo game.
Must move now.
There was some perks above the health bar as well, as you can see up here. You got some perks that you can use. They're not. It doesn't look like they're bound to any button
Key.
prompt. Yeah. So that's cool. Definitely open-ended action right here.
The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss.
See, this is the fight I believe.
Okay.
But
here we go.
see,
Down
like,
here, yeah, down here is. I guess this would be. I'm thinking this is tied to your
icon.
triangle, circle, X, square, maybe. But over here is D-pad stuff, so you can swap between potion.
That's like items.
Yeah, potion, high potion, and strength tonic. And over here, gouge, wicked wheel. So maybe these are your. Do you think these are like tied to the icon that you're using?
Yeah, because look, the color of the move is tied to the icon's color, and you'll see it change when he changes.
And there's the icon
color.
right there. Like there's a symbol. Okay, so so triangle and square are probably your special moves. I'm assuming X is jump and maybe circle is just your standard attacks. And then, X is, or at least jump is right here. It's labeled jump. So it just seems like with this line going through it, it seems like these are the buttons being activated, and then maybe you swap. I don't know how it works. I don't really know right now. But as you can see, there's no room for party members. Maybe over here.
It looks like he's using Deadly Embrace currently, because mid right of the screen, you could see Deadly Embrace being like. Do you see the words?
Oh yeah,
Deadly Embrace?
right there, Deadly Embrace. Okay.
So it looks like he's using Deadly Embrace.
So
right
I guess
now.
that line wouldn't matter today because he's using it. And then over here looks like Final Fantasy 14 with the limit break bars filling up. So I wonder if.
Or that's ATB.
Oh. Huh. That's a good point. I wonder if it, like, let's see how it fills up. Let's see. Yeah, it's constantly filling. Oh, yeah.
Did you see him switch mid-combo?
I did. And look, you see, like, now he has 3, and he's definitely filled up with each attack. So they got to be ATB bars. So filling up with, I wonder if some of these moves cost a certain amount of ATB. So right now he's using, let's see, a takedown lunge. Right now, is there a lunge? There's not a lunge.
There's not, but also you see top left, it says Odin and then 0. So I don't know what that means. And those are 3 different icons too. But his Odin bar looks like it's filling up. Yeah, now we have a sexy scene.
Heck yeah, baby. Let's get that rated M in here.
Unite the dominance.
So he used, Diamond Dust times 2. So what I'm noticing right now though is he has the full gauge up here, but every time there's an attack being used, it doesn't seem to be depleting this gauge. So something. And down here now you can see R2 in the middle. You can see R2 down here. So
and it's completely different skills too, because it's the same icon, but it's different, like arrow and attack and all that stuff. Those were replaced with different names previously.
Yes. Yeah, because this is completely different moves compared to when it was Garuda, right? This is Garuda, I would say. Yeah, so when it was Garuda just a couple, scenes ago, it was a different lineup. So I wonder, but still Deadly Embrace is still here. That's
probably like the ultimate or something like.
Right. When you see Shiva up, let's see if Diamond Dust is on the right, because you would assume that would be the
new order to see us unto tomorrow.
See, and then just switch to Phoenix, and it went to Phoenix Shift.
Yeah, and then like if you go back just a little bit, watch the arrow fill up. Like it looks like it's on an ATB or something.
And found a new order to see us.
That's filling up right now. Then he switches over to Phoenix.
And then it switched to Fire.
Oh, I'm so ready. Okay, first thing I want to point out right now, and I don't know, it looks like, and I called this out on Twitter just the other last week or so, it looks like the blood is dialed down. I'm just saying. I'm
not seeing a lot of blood for
like this swipe earlier. Like I think like a similar strike was in the first trailer, and it was way more bloodier. You know what I mean? So there was a little spew, but I feel like rated teen spew, if you know what I mean. And then also, as he's attacking these enemies, I'm not seeing any kind of blood.
Unto tomorrow.
Now, it could just be dialed back for the trailer, or...
See, just a little bit. Just a little bit. I don't know, man. It's still pretty violent.
It could be dialed back for the state of play, because they know... Maybe they know kids are going to be watching it, so they're not going to have, like...
They showed Resident Evil on this thing. They showed that scary game.
Oh, that's true. But I mean, I didn't see a lot of blood in any of that stuff. Well, no, we did see people get their heads blown off. So
that's true. So it looks like boss fights have like a fighting game mechanic. It seems like with the two.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
That is cool.
If they do it like
especially this freaking Phoenix versus the Icon of Fire, like. Dude, that's insane. This is insane to me. It looks like Phoenix hasn't taken anything. Okay, now you got Ifrit versus Titan. Like, it's just so cool that you can see you're going to have... I wonder if this is going to be in the background of something going on, like, and now we're just getting cutscenes of the fight happening, or if we're going to get, like, you're literally in control of Ifrit, which it looks like. You're in control of Ifrit, fighting Titan. The scale of this looks insane, like God of War 3's type stuff, like the scale of God of War 3. This looks amazing, right? Like this. No, you're fighting, dude. That did damage.
Yeah, damage numbers come up.
Wait, and then that was a watch the health bar on the right. So question marks. Who is this? Looks like Bahamut, right? I mean, you got like a little dragon, maybe.
I don't know, because whatever he's fighting looks like it might be Titan. Because like look what he hits.
It's definitely not. I feel like this is not a summon that they talked about at the end. So that's Ramu. Liquid flame, interesting. Okay, using ice against fire, very nice, super effective.
I'm just
There will be
like
losses, it is true.
I'm wondering how
Yet for every citizen
how are we
before-
controlling them in this to where it's like it looks like a cutscene that
Yeah.
you're controlling, like, but not like a QTE, not like a, like press triangle now and then do an attack, because like I don't know, I feel like that's been played out.
Right. That it's like the on-screen button prompts and stuff.
Mhm.
It's so interesting because like I was talking about with that scale, can you imagine being as big as those icons and then like a 1v1 them, man? That's
Falls, another can be bred.
one thing I did notice though is that there's no like button prompts or no like action commands for the icons. It's just basically like,
The QTEs, the QuickTime events.
or just like see like there's nothing down at the bottom right, like there's no moves that you can use, there's nothing over here. We got Bahamut right now, so that's Bahamut's icon. That's Bahamut's icon. So whatever that thing was earlier with the question marks, it's not Bahamut.
That might just be like a boss that we're not supposed to know what
right?
it is yet.
Yeah, for real. Like
Every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on.
Phoenix. So they're showing their icons right now, like the person or the dominant, I should suppose, or I should say. Garuda, okay. Ramu, Old Man, Shiva. They stopped showing the dominance. Okay, listen. He said something about be free. I think, right?
Awaken, child of fate. Awaken, Ifrit.
Ifrit.
Summer of 2023.
Oh man, it's so freaking cool. We got so much to talk about right now, but this is like just our initial like just thoughts as we're going through it. Now we're gonna probably have so many videos on this, Vinny. We're gonna be talking about this a lot for the next year, but definitely for the next month or so. We're gonna be breaking down this trailer, probably frame by frame. We're gonna be going through this thing a lot. I would like to watch it one more time with you, Vinny. See if we can spot anything. This is our third time watching it, so let's see if we can spot anything on this go around. In chat, let us know what you're thinking on this right now. Like, does the trailer have you hype yet? Don't even think this is the main trailer yet. Massive kaiju battles, yeah. So, this is a main trailer, so they might want to keep it PG-13. Possibly. Seven Deadly said I watched it with my kids. so yeah, I guess that's right. Okay, Block Sheep says, I personally believe companions were switched to summon imbuement on the main character. Right, yeah, so like instead of swapping between your different character attributes and like of your party and their specific things, their specific traits, it looks like now you're just able to just make Clive the element that you want him to be, based off of the icon's powers, which is interesting, very interesting. Kind of like what they tried to do with Noctis in 15, like being able to swap between broadsword, daggers and stuff like that. So I would almost say for certain that this is a solo game. Like I feel like almost for certain.
Yeah.
The only thing that has me somewhat thinking maybe is that there is a space on the right side of the screen where it could show like Kingdom Hearts party member icons, like, hey, here's your other teammates and what they're doing.
Well,
But I don't know.
The other thing I noticed was at some point in the trailer when you're playing as Clive, it has his name Clive and then a health bar next to it.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you're only playing as Clive, why would you need to
specify that it's Clive?
Specify that it's Clive's health bar, you know?
Interesting.
Because like in Dark Souls, you only ever play as yourself.
So you don't need the name.
You don't have a health bar that says Ashen One or something
tarnished.
like it's tarnished.
Yes.
The power we wield.
Like, I'll point it out when I see it.
At our very being. It breaks us. It unmakes us. That its immaculate aspect might reveal itself. The icon.
The icon. So, hold on. I just kind of want to hear back what he says there. He says,
Who are we? What are the dominants? The power we wield. It wears away at our very being. It breaks us. It unmakes us. That its immaculate aspect might reveal itself. The icon.
okay.
There's going to be another war, isn't there?
Every day we delay brings us closer to disaster. We must move now.
You're right there.
Okay, hold on. Pause it. Yeah, you see,
You're gonna have to back up like 1 second.
all right.
Now.
Right
Yeah,
there.
Clive.
It says Clive level 13, HP 1150. So it's like, you know, are we gonna get other party members?
Like, is there going to be another health bar or party member down here or something?
Right, because why specify that it's Clive? I mean, at the very least, I feel like Clive isn't going to be the only person we're playing as.
Right,
'Cause-
like at the very least, yeah, that he won't be the only person you're playing as. Or I guess in another circumstance, I don't think you're going to be swapping between characters.
Right, but like maybe different stories you're going to play as, you know, instead of Clive, it's still going to be a solo, like there's no party members, but you're playing this person's story now, so that it's going to have their name and everything. So like that's the only, that like at the very least, if that's the case, I think that's what it's going to be. That we're not going to have party members, we're just going to have playable characters doing their own things.
That's fair enough. Like, I would say that's fair. And then we got Block Sheep over here saying kind of like Attack on Titans, where the dominants are probably each kingdom's titan. That seems to be the case, actually, because we know from FinalFantasy16.com, it shows that, like, hey, here's the kingdom of Rosaria, and their dominant is Phoenix. Or their icon is Phoenix or something like that. And then you go over, and I don't remember all the banners right now, but there is like an Iron Kingdom or something like that. And I think they like even talk about how when somebody shows that they're a dominant, they literally just cast them out and kill them. Like they get rid of them or something like that. So what was super interesting is that this is going to be a kingdom hopping adventure. We're obviously going to go across this map that they've shown, but I haven't seen any kind of map. I haven't seen any kind of, like, at least from this trailer, they're not showing any kind of exploration. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
So
unless it's going to be like Stranger of Paradise style,
right?
Like, because I feel like that would be probably, for Final Fantasy, for these large maps in this day and age, that type of map exploration is probably the best way that they can do it.
Yeah.
Because, you can focus more on making the open areas that you're going to explore that much better, rather than having to focus on an entire world map. With Stranger of Paradise, you go here, and then it's a level, and you go here, and it's a level. Yeah,
that raises a really interesting question for anybody watching this. Feel free to comment if you're watching on YouTube. Is that something that's going to be important to you? I've talked to somebody earlier this week about party members. They were like, man, to be honest with you, man, if I don't see party members, I don't know if I'm going to be sticking around. Which I thought that was interesting. I was like, oh wow, I didn't know that was a huge point of contention for some Final Fantasy fans, and it's definitely, you know, justifiable for anybody. And then you have this, you know, I mean, assumption. We don't know for sure yet, but like they definitely didn't focus on exploration in this trailer. It's definitely more of gameplay on like action gameplay. So is that something a point of contention for you if they don't have a world map? If it is more of like a Stranger Paradise thing where you click and you go to the next mission, you know what I mean? Like it's a linear progression type thing. Just stuff like that. And this is not saying that the game is, that's even a thing. Like we've only seen this new trailer here of actual gameplay. So just a question, you know, just a curiosity.
The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss.
So who's he talking about? The chaos he would reap. Who do you think he's talking about here? I wonder if it has something to do with that question mark icon in the middle of this trailer. Because we don't get any idea of what kind of summon that is or what kind of icon that is.
That might be like a new one that's disturbing the balance of you know, like everybody has their dominance and their icons, and this might just be like a new one that, you know, showed up.
Oh wow, dude! I went to FinalFantasy16.com and they can't reach the page. So I wonder if FinalFantasy16.com is being updated right now.
Probably, or either that or so many
people.
It's
Final Fantasy 14.
Either that or so many people went to it.
FinalFantasy16.com. Okay, here we go. So yeah, like the reason why I brought it up was I kind of wanted to show you the world. I'm getting that storm now. But here we go. So the world here. Look, there's the world map, right? Like, so we know that there's a world map, but I wanted to show you, like, even for Block Sheep, where it basically says that, you know, the dominant of blank serves as the Empire's champion. I would almost say this is Titan. We could probably and this looks like Odin.
The Holy Empire of Sandbreak might be Garuda or Shiva. Just looking at the banner.
So here's what we can pay attention to while we watch the trailer. We can pay attention to the crests on their armor, like when they go through all of the dominance, and we can kind of get it. This is the one, the Iron Kingdom. So I was right. The Iron Kingdom is basically saying, like, judges dominance to be unholy abominations, so they are executed if they're dominant. So I don't know. This has got to be the bad guys, right? Like, it feels like this is the kingdom that they're talking about. They're about to go to war with or something. Okay, here's the dominant of Titan right there. So it's this one. Crap. Yeah, because, like, I wonder if this is the question mark one, dude.
Well, let's see. So we know there's Ifrit, Phoenix, Bahamut, Odin, Rama, Shiva. Right, that's 6.
Right.
And Garuda. So that's 7, and then the question mark one would be 8, and we only have 6 kingdoms here.
Right, but what is this one? Looks like it's just made up of all of them. The Crystalline Dominion.
Around Drake's Tail. So Drake's Tail must be Bahamut. So the Crystalline Dominion must be Bahamut.
Okay. Yeah, so let's pay attention to their crests when they start going through them. But yeah, so they've already revealed that the Rosaria is Phoenix, and then the Dalmatian Republic is Titan. And we saw Titan fighting Shiva, so if we can put those two together.
But why is that one blacked out for the Holy Empire?
because they're not showing it. Like, they're just saying, like, the dominant of blank, sir. They didn't want to give that away, I guess, at the time. So we can kind of pay attention to their crest and kind of put that together. So let's go back. Let's go back to the trailer. Once again, like, we are seeing every time he lands an attack, we're seeing that thing fill up. I just don't know what it builds up to. He's staggered. He's staggered. Okay, so they have a stagger element.
That we may bring an end to the strife.
Wait, did you see that?
What?
Looks like button prompts came up. Let's see.
I unite the dominants.
Oh, okay, so like it looks like it's activated by R2, like he brings up something, and then you can select, like, see that? He was like,
oh yeah,
and then he was like tapping it a bunch of times, like you could see it popping up. So like R2, and then tap 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 to use Blizzard or something.
And found a new
and looks like now Arrow's on a recharge.
Bro, Arrow's OP, dude. Arrow's OP. The tornado.
Right? Yeah. I wonder if these guys like Arrow.
I wonder if they like Arrow.
If I take the field, our duel will shake the island to its foundations.
That's Titan right there. That's Titan talking. Odin. This is so cool.
I'm like watching the health bars right now and trying to see like what constitutes what happens in these fights.
Right. I mean, is it a button mash type thing, or like, are you actually controlling and moving around as a icon?
But it looks so like cutscene.
Right. Exactly.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built.
Dang, who's saying that?
The Empire will...
Him.
Okay, let's see. Let's look at his crest. Let's find out who this fool is. It said the Empire, so it must be the Holy Empire of Okay. Theoretic force in Valisthea. Yeah, this has got to be him. People happily taking advantage of this, living within an abundance of ether. So this dominant of something serves as the Empire's champion. I would say this is probably Shiva then, right? I mean, we got the blue. We got this like bluish tint going on here. Does that look like it lines up with that crest? No, I don't know. I think it is. All right, so let's see.
Live on.
So we knew that it's Phoenix. Big man's Titan. All right, so let's go back a little bit. Right here. I don't know who this is, but she's Garuda.
And she's not in the characters page?
She's got the feathers too, you know what I mean? Like, she's all about this Garuda thing. If we go over... No, she's not in the character page.
Do any of the crests have, like, feathers?
Right. So, this is just a combination of Rosaria, the Holy Empire, and then this one up here, and then this one over here. This one's left out of the Crystalline Dominion. So where are these dominants coming from? We're not getting... I don't know if we're getting all of the dominants here. Unless if there's multiple dominants for each empire. Maybe there is. Maybe there is under each banner. There might be more dominants.
And who do we have on the characters page?
On the characters page, it was It was just the four. It was just the four characters. Let's see. We got Clive. We got Joshua, who we know turns into Phoenix. We now know that Clive is Ifrit. We can confirm that, which is interesting because he's battling his brother at the end of the trailer. Jill, she doesn't look like her. No. But because we know that's not her. I would almost be willing to bet that she was the girl that was waking up with that dude in that bed, if that even matters. But
I think she was blonde, I think, right?
Yeah, with the short hair. We can kind of go back a little bit. I can't remember where it was in the trailer. It was right after he says something, I think.
We must move now.
So and he's fighting for. Oh, we're gonna watch it again, baby.
Okay, we're watching it again.
Okay. Hold on. I just need to know who this guy is. See this guy right here.
Delay brings us closer to disaster. We must move now.
He's with Rosaria.
The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss.
They are talking about him.
Did he have a crest behind his throne?
I don't think so. Let me see. But I'm almost positive that's the Empire.
The abyss.
Oops, I keep missing it.
Closer to disaster.
I keep missing it.
Move now.
It looked like there was something on his throne behind his back.
The chaos he would wreak would.
Keep going. You get a close up.
Like this chair, his chair.
Yeah, is that just a pattern?
Probably just a pattern. I would almost guarantee though, because you can even tell the colors are. Oh crap! I want that back, please. Let's duplicate that, and let's go to the world. You can see the colors are pretty similar here, with the blue and the yellow going on.
Yeah.
And then in the trailer, he's definitely got that blue and yellow pattern.
The abyss.
So we're looking for Stone Gold. See how she has short hair?
Short blonde hair. Yeah, I think that's her.
Yeah. So she's got the short blonde hair. So it makes me think that this girl later on in the trailer.
Whatever Phoenix just did killed itself in that. If you watch the health bar.
Well, Phoenix is all about coming back, right? Did I miss it? So Odin versus Bahamut, and that's another one.
Look, watch. Phoenix is using Hellfire, right? That's Phoenix using Hellfire, even though Ifrit is.
No, he's getting hit by Hellfire. He's getting hit by Hellfire.
Oh well, Hellfire just one-shots Phoenix.
One-shots Phoenix. So it looks like that might be a story-driven moment where you're fighting against Ifrit, or I guess you're Phoenix and you're fighting against Ifrit, and then right when you get him down to about death, it just looks like maybe a story beat that has to happen. He uses Hellfire and wipes him out. Now
that would be Clive's brother, because Clive's brother is the dominant of Phoenix, right? And you are the dominant of Ifrit.
Yeah, apparently. So what I'm getting the idea here, Vinny, is that we were trying to line up all the summons or the icons with the kingdoms. Well, there's 2 in Rosaria. So I wonder if 2 of them another starts to rise up in each kingdom. Ifrit comes in out of nowhere and chooses its dominant, or whatever, it's Clive in Rosaria, and now there's 2 dominants of fire. Like Bahamut and Odin could be two dominants of the same crystal, right? So they're fighting each other. And I think Shiva and Titan are just fighting each other because they're at war. But like maybe there's two dominants per kingdom right now, and that's the whole conflict that's about to go down. He said, I think Clive is from the kingdom that kills the dominant. So like from the Iron Kingdom, and like maybe he's adopted or something like that. Look at the color he wears. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. That's a good point. He might be like adopted. Which explains a lot from the trailer of why like the mom doesn't really care too much for him and stuff like that. So, but that would mean there would be two dominants of fire, if that even means anything. Or if it just doesn't matter at all, like dominants just choose whoever they want. Doesn't matter what kingdom you're from. But yeah, I would. Yeah, you look at the characters here, like Clive, and that's a good point, dude. Like, look at that. Clive is decked out in this colors. And then, like, the kingdom of the Iron Kingdom, like, it just, yeah. Yeah, it looks very much like he's from the Iron Kingdom for sure.
But why did they execute him then? Unless he got
maybe
out?
he got, like, maybe the royal kingdom, or the royal family of, like, Rosaria saved his life and adopted him or something like that. And then brought him in and then, like, but they didn't know that he was chosen as the dominant of Ifrit when they brought him in or something like that.
Liquid flame.
Do you think that's Soken, the composer right now? Like, it definitely sounds Final Fantasy 14 to me. By the way, I don't know. So Garuda versus Ifrit right now, but we know that you're Ifrit, so Clive turns into Ifrit.
There will be losses. It is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred.
Another can be
For
bred.
every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on.
Bruh. Like, come on, bro. He says for everybody that dies, we can just keep breeding. You know what I mean? It'll be fine. We'll just build. Titan, Garuda. Come on, Shiva. That's so sweet.
Awaken,
so nice.
child of fate.
Child of fate.
Awaken, Ifrit.
All right, man. Well, I think we've thoroughly dissected this for a first impression, and then now we can kind of go through and really like and pick it out. You know, pick out little things frame by frame. We'll have a bunch of other videos on here on the channel, but there it is. Vinny, if you had to describe how that trailer makes you feel, like, how are you feeling after the trailer? Is really like, that's the question, man. That's the question.
I feel like any answers I was given just rose to 2 more questions per answer.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for it because it.
Hold on, let me. I got you. I got us all like mixed up here. But okay, you go ahead.
I'm still excited for it. Like the trailer didn't make me lose any hype or anything. Like, I know a lot of people were like, oh, if they go away from the party, then I'm gonna go away from Final Fantasy. Like, you know, I obviously love the party system. My favorite Final Fantasy is 10, which had the conditional turn-based, which is like my favorite like combat system Final Fantasy ever implemented.
Yeah.
And clearly it's not gonna be that. So I feel like just because it doesn't have a party doesn't mean like you should just not give it a try, because it, you know, I feel like I trust Square Enix enough to try what they want me to try. But I'm definitely excited. I think it's going to be M-rated. I think that it's going to be a single party, which to me makes me feel like I'm going to just get more intimate with the main character that I'm playing as. My attention isn't going to be diverted to other characters. I'm going to be focusing on just this character's story, and they also the writers can focus on just his story and really flesh it out more. I like I think Block Sheep said in chat. I want to see a story trailer now. Like I want to see like a minute and 30-second story trailer to get me feeling how they want me to feel for the story. Because right now we have like tidbits of what the story's going to be, but I feel like we need more of a story trailer now to go along with this.
Yeah, and then like also I guess just like highlighting exploration is a big thing. Like how's that going to work? What about it? I'm seeing on Twitter. I'm seeing like comments like where's the RPG aspects and stuff like that for any kind of negatives. But I'm mostly seeing very very positive reactions right now. But anything like that concerns I'm looking at is they want to see where the exploration is. Where's the RPG elements? Is it just a straight up action game nowadays? And all this other stuff. So I'm getting a ton of people just really hyped about this right now. So I'm trying to just search before we log off. I'm just trying to search if there was anything that snuck out. Like sometimes they release like a press release or something like that. Seeing if anything like that snuck out in the past couple minutes. But yeah, that's it, man. Like just really excited about it. I think 2023 is a little bit further off than I was anticipating. Like I said at the top of the show, I think that pushes back my remake predictions definitely to 2024 summer.